everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahmaika Putri. My student ID is 23220037 and I'm from A1 2023 English Education Study Program. Here, I want to tell you about the theory of translation studies. Okay, here we go. Okay, the first material about theory of translation studies is translation studies. We start from the definition. What is translation studies? Throughout history, written and spoken translation have played a crucial role in interhuman communication, not least in providing access to important texts for scholarship and religious purposes. Translation was primarily studied as a language learning methodology or as part of comparative literature, translation workshops, and constructive linguistics courses, but the discipline as we know now it's owes much to the work of James S. Holmes, whose the name and nature of translation studies propose both a name and structure for the field. But interesting facts, translation studies has become more prominent. There are specialized translating and interpreting courses at both undergraduate and postgraduate level. The study of translation developed into an academic discipline only in the second half of the 20th century. But before that, translation had normally been merely an element of language learning in modern language courses. And in fact, from the late 18th century to the 1960s, language learning secondary schools in many countries had come to be dominated by what was known as the grammar translation method. Okay, next, the applied branch corners. We have three. The first is translator training, teaching methods, testing technique, curriculum design, and the second translation aids include such as dictionaries, grammars, and information technology. Next, translation criticism. What is translation criticism? Is the evaluation of translation, including the marking of student translation and the reviews of published translation. The summary from translation studies is an academic research area that has expanded in recent years. Translation was primarily studied as a language learning methodology or as a part of comparative literature, translation workshops, and constructive linguistic courses. But the discipline, as we know, it owes much to the work of James, the interrelated branch of the theoretical, descriptive, and applied translation studies initially structured research in the field. But however, every time the interdisciplinarity of the subject has become more evident and recent developments have seen increased specialization and the continued importation of theories and models from other disciplines. Okay, that's all from translation studies. First, to the way particular translation process that is carried out in terms of the translation objective and method of translation based on Newmark. There is two. The first is source text and the second target text. The first source text have four, and the first from source text is word for word translation. Example: TSU or text number is this oil contains low fats but high calories. And the TSA or teks sasaran or the translation is ini minyak mengandung rendah lemak tetapi tinggi kalori. Next, literal translation. Example, TSU, this oil contains low fats but high calories. And the translation, minyak ini mengandung lemak rendah tetapi berkalori tinggi. It's a difference, right? The meaning of two sentences this is same, but the clause or the word word is different. And third, faithful translation. The example, Jack is so well aware that he is naughty. And the translation, Jack menyadari terlalu baik bahwa ia nakal. The next, semantic translation. He is wearing a heavy jacket. And the translation, dia memakai sebuah jaket tebal. So, next, target text. The first is adaptation. Example, hey June, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Kasih, di manakah? Mengapa kau tinggalkan aku? Ingatlah kau padaku, janji setia takkan ku lupa. It's from adaptation target text. Okay, next, free translation. TSU is training cats and dogs. These have many translation or many meaning from this sentence. The first sentence is ini hujan, kucing-kucing dan anjing-anjing. Itu from kata per kata. And the second, hujan, kucing dan anjing. That's from secara harfiah. And next, TSA 3, hujan yang sangat lebat. Next, target text. 3, idiomatic translation. TS, I can relate to that. The translation is aku mengerti maksudnya. This same sentence but different meanings. And the next is communicative translation. Example, spine dan pressure turns spines in all earth sediments. The translation juga diterjemahkan oleh ahli biologi, sebenarnya itu Latin dan umum itu duri. Okay. Next is translation technique. We have some technique and mode. Teknik langsung terdapat pinjaman or borrowing and calculate and neutral. And teknik tidak langsung is transposisi, modulasi, kompensasi, adaptasi, deskripsi, kreativasi, generalisasi, partikulisasi, reduksi, substitusi, dan variasi. The first is I wanna explain about kalkul technique. Kalkul atau kalke adalah teknik yang menerjemahkan kata asing atau frasa ke dalam bahasa sasaran dengan menyesuaikan struktur bahasa sasaran. Contoh, beautiful girl diterjemahkan menjadi gadis cantik. Next, teknik harfiah or literal technique. Ini pembelajaran yang menerjemahkan sebuah kata atau ungkapan secara kata demi kata. Dimaksud dengan kata demi kata ini bukan berarti menerjemahkan satu kata atau kata yang lainnya, tetapi lebih cenderung kepada menerjemahkan kata per kata berdasarkan fungsi dan makna dalam tataran kalimat. The example is I go to school. The translation is saya pergi ke sekolah. Next, transposisi. Transposisi, pergeseran karena alasan kewajaran ungkapan, padanan, TSU tidak wajar atau kaku dalam bahasa. Okay, next, pergeseran unit, misalnya kata menjadi frase yang sering kita jumpai dalam penerjemahan kata-kata. Next, teknik modulasi. Dalam batasan ini adalah mengubah sudut pandang The example is, I will submit the report tomorrow morning. The translation is, laporan itu akan saya sampaikan besok pagi. Okay, next is translation procedure. Translation procedures, definisi of procedure translation. In bahasa, prosedur penerjemahan adalah tahap kegiatan untuk menyelesaikan penerjemahan. We have procedure is strategi yang digunakan oleh para penerjemah untuk memecahkan masalah-masalah dalam proses penerjemahan berdasarkan tujuan penerjemahan itu sendiri. We have pergeseran bentuk, and the example is a pair of shoes. The translation is sepasang sepatu. Next, we have another example. Its system has been legalized, and the translation is telah disahkan sistemnya. Another example is electrical engineering, or the translation is teknik listrik or perlistrikan. Kata menjadi frase, example, proficient, the meaning is sangat mahir melakukan sesuatu, and penggeseran makna, the example, the problem is hard to solve, the translation is masalah itu sukar untuk dipecahkan. And naturalisasi, mentransfer dan mengadaptasi kata BSU terlebih dahulu ke dalam pengucapan yang normal, to mentransfer dan mengadaptasikannya ke dalam bentukan kata yang normal. The example, performance with English dinaturalisasikan dengan bahasa Jerman menjadi performance with GR, Jerman. Okay, what do you think? The example is, the Mustang was the fastest in the race, and the translation, kuda Mustang itu adalah yang tercepat dalam pertandingan tersebut. Okay, next is literal translation. We have two, and the first is varieties of close translation. The first is word-for-word translation, second one-to-one translation, and three literal translation. Next, translation of poetry is, in bahasa is puisi. The first is translation of poem is normally put on the creation of new independent poem. The second is literal translation. We have some example. In fact, literal translation is correct and must not be avoided if it secures referential and pragmatic equivalence to the original. 2. In fact, many poems translation use literal translation, and they abandon literalness only when they have to. Literal translation may appear tedious, but there is satisfaction in finding it more accurate and economical. Okay, the role of context. Context of situation is closely related to various texts. The less context is bound the words, the more is likely literal translation. The most standard are the collocation, colloquialism, idiom, and metaphor. The less likely is literal translation. Next is the other translation procedures. The transference is example pikiran rakyat. SL is search language and TL is target language. The first example is pikiran rakyat, same with the search language. The translation is pikiran rakyat, and naturalization, example television to telepathy. And we have another example from naturalization, like information to informasi, adaptation to adaptasi, attraction to atraksi, and more. Next, true translation. We have example United Nations Organization or UNO. The target language is Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa or PBB. And another example is ASEAN Economic Community or EAEC. The TL or target language is Masyarakat Ekonomi ASEAN, disingkat menjadi MEA. Next, we have translation and culture. What is culture? Okay, culture is the way of life and its manifestation that are vernacular to a community that use a particular language as means of expression. Definition: the way of life and its manifestation that are vernacular to a communication expression. Each language group has its own culturally specific features. Cultural feature in a language must be known in translating, and the word with designed to the classes equivalent must be employed. And the things the translator should consider in translating cultural words: 1 is motivation, 2 cultural specialists, and 3 linguistic levels or readership. Okay, in this we have some example. The first is ecology. It is geographical feature that can be normally distinguished from other cultural terms. It is value free. And the example is dataran tinggi, 3L is plateau. Next, we have another example like Citarum, burung cendrawasih, bird of paradise. And next, matriarchal culture. The example is becak, the TL is pedicab. Another example is bubur Manado, the TL is rice porridge with vegetable mix. And next, kebaya in TL, traditional clothes in Java. Next, social culture. We have example football, the TL is sepak bola, but I have another example like hockey. It's hockey, but it's different from SL, HOCKEY, and the TL is just HOKI. Okay, next, organization. Example president and TL. We have some pronouns president, but at the end we add some T. Another example is DPR, and TL is Bundestag, is from German, and SL Menteri Keuangan, the TL is Finance Ministry. The last one is gestures and habit. The SL is Hari Kartini and the TL Kartini Day. SL Hari Kesaktian Pancasila and the TL Hari Kesaktian Pancasila, but with English Care Pancasila Day. Quran, Alkitab, and Bible. Spitting is TL Maludah sebagai berkat. It's from India. I think enough. Thank you. Okay, that's all for me. Thanks you for attention. Thank you. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.